Yo, what's up everyone? Buzzy here. Today, let's learn how to morph into certain models, not your typical rigs, anytime we touch a part. So first and foremost, inside of our workspace, let's go ahead and spawn in our part. And of course, this is going to be the part that we touch. And once we do make contact with it, we'll get morphed, or we will morph into whatever model that you create. So I'm renaming that red part to touchpad. And next up, let's go ahead and create our rig itself. So I want to morph into just a simple white part. So I'm going to go ahead and inside of this white part, I'm just going to add it inside of a model, rename this model to morph part, and rename my part itself to humanoid root part. And inside of that model, the morph part, I'm going to go ahead and add a humanoid. Perfect. So for morph part, we're going to go ahead and make sure to set the primary part to humanoid root part. And right now, usually in a normal rig, you can see the name of it. And what you need to add is actually duplicate the humanoid root part and rename it to head. And right away, you can see the name. So you need a head part in order for it to display the model's name. So the head is optional, you don't have to, but if you add other parts inside of this humanoid, make sure you add weld constraints. Usually you have to use a rig. Well, if you want to animate it, then you have to add motors to it, and that is a different video tutorial. But yeah, so this is our humanoid. So we're going to go ahead and drag the touchpad inside of our model, which contains the morph part as well as the touchpad. So inside of our touchpad, let's go ahead and add a script. Okay, so we have a few variables. Most importantly, the part itself that we are touching. So it's just script.parent, the morph part name, as well as a debounce. So we have a touched function, right? We're going to go ahead and check. We're going to go ahead and create a variable and get the player from our object. And if player and debounce is equal to true, then debounce is equal to false, and then the following is going to occur. So essentially, it's just going to go ahead and create a clone of our morph part, and it's going to go ahead and check to see if the humanoid root part and our player humanoid root part, we're going to go ahead and set this keyframe so that it's equal to each other, so that of course we can go ahead and morph into this morph part. So if it's all true, we're going to go ahead and set it so that our clone is spawned inside of our workspace. And what's really important is that we have to make sure that we unanchor our humanoid root part. So you guys saw how I set the morph part in the air. To do so, I just anchored the humanoid root part, not the entire model itself. So that's why I did humRP.anchored is equal to false, so that we can of course move around. We're gonna go ahead and do task.wait3 so that we're not spamming the touchpad. I'm gonna go ahead and then set the debounce equal to true. Okay, let's test it out, and ta-da! Look how silly this looks. Insane. So full scripts and models will be posted on our website, link in the description down below. If you guys enjoyed this content, please give us a like and a subscribe. As always, have fun creating, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.